Journey into the depths of the woods where a naked figure searches the shadows, haunted by an unknown mission. Witness the skeletal branches and whispering grass concealing hidden horrors. Brace yourself for a journey where tranquility transforms into a never-ending nightmare. Whispering shadows. A hidden camera in the jungle captures unknown dangers. Something feels heavy and strange in the air, like there's a creepy presence getting closer, making a weird breathing sound. Invisible hands try to move the camera with bad intentions, giving a creepy feeling. As the video reaches its scary ending, a hairy, monstrous creature appears from the darkness, slowly getting closer, its horrifying appearance a living nightmare. In this eerie show, reality and the unknown combine, showing a world ruled by horror. Ghost from the river. A very strange footage recorded by a group of people who were driving through a forest shows a very bizarre paranormal activity. They were driving through the woods at night and recording when suddenly they saw a woman sitting at one side of the road. They panicked as they saw her. She was all soaked in water and was moving her hands in the air. One of the people said to stop, but the rest refused and drove away as fast as they could. However, they came back to the exact same spot in the morning and saw that the road was still wet from the midnight's incident, and there were some wet footprints as well. They assumed that the woman had somehow crawled out of the nearby river and sat there by the road. Phantom torment. Within the haunting confines of a surveillance recording, two slumbering souls rest in oblivious vulnerability. One lies upon the bed, seemingly safe, while the other rests upon the floor, an unwitting target. Suddenly, a malevolent force, unseen and spectral, seizes hold of the sleeping figure's legs, wrenching them skyward in a macabre display. The air thickens with terror as an ethereal presence lingers, eager to inflict unspeakable harm upon its unsuspecting victim. In this horrifying encounter, the veil between the realms of the living and the damned is torn asunder, leaving a lingering sense of dread that defies explanation. Angry missile. In a brief 15-second video, an unidentified entity appears to be visibly agitated. It tosses an object in the direction of the shunks. The atmosphere seems peculiar as the entity soars through, indicating an impending negative occurrence. This is a story where the line between the living and the unknown becomes indistinct. There is a subject referred to as the vengeful projectile that instills fear in individuals. A huge black bear. In the innocent eyes of a child, a terrifying encounter unfolds, a colossal bear looming before the neighboring house. Disbelieving the harrowing tale, the father, consumed by doubt, sets up his own trail camera. What the lens reveals defies all expectations. The massive creature, once confined to the wilderness, traverses the crawl spaces of the residential realm. Shock courses through their veins, for black bears, known for their aggression, were never meant to haunt the confines of human habitation. In this bone-chilling revelation, the line between the wild and the domestic shatters, leaving them at the mercy of the beast next door. Shadow Spectre. Within a sprawling garden, a hidden camera unveils a chilling spectacle. A mysterious, cloud-like figure materializes, its true nature obscured by shadows. It moves with an eerie grace, drifting through the air, leaving a trail of dread in its wake. The absence of form sends shivers down the spine, casting an unsettling presence over the once peaceful scene. Prepare to be horrified as the inexplicable phantom apparition takes center stage in this bone-chilling compilation. Ghost puzzle. See the scary Spectral enigma, a creepy scene that will give you nightmares. In the deep darkness of recorded history, something unimaginably terrifying happens. A ghostly figure dressed in white stands next to a scary specter lying on the ground. With the camera, we can see things that are hard to believe and understand. The lines between reality and the macabre become unclear, immersing the viewer in a world of unexplainable fear. Ghostly friend. In the scary video, a kid happily plays with something they can't see, and their laughter is really loud. There's a crooked chair on the right, giving off a creepy vibe. As the child plays more, the chair starts moving strangely, as if it has a mind of its own. An intense argument happens, with voices conflicting in a hidden place. In a surprising ending, the anger of the unseen being appears, pushing the child away, causing fear and confusion. Experience the fright of the ghostly playmate. Twisted abomination. From the depths of the foreboding Appalachian mountains, a trail camera unveils a nightmarish spectacle. In the Stygian realm, a grotesque entity emerges, a creature with elongated, contorted limbs, walking with an unsettling semblance to a human. Dread lingers in the air as the mind grapples with a chilling question. Is it a tormented soul, a skinwalker, or an unfathomable horror birthed from the darkest depths of the unknown? In this harrowing encounter, the boundary between the natural and the supernatural shatters, leaving only the lingering presence of the twisted abomination. Nightmare's crawling dance. Within the treacherous depths of the forest, a trail camera bears witness to a grotesque anomaly. A zombie-like creature, twisted and contorted, slithers across the earth with unnerving agility. Its elongated limbs propel it forward in an unsettling dance, defying all laws of nature. As terror takes hold, the mind recoils at the sight, grappling with the horrific realization that such abominations exist in the shadows. This chilling spectacle, forever etched in the annals of fear, unveils the harrowing truth of the nightmare's crawling dance. Ghost dog. In the realm of the tightly secured backyard, where no creature should tread, a security camera unveils an unthinkable aberration. A white dog, ethereal and spectral, races alongside the living pet, defying all logic and reason. The Australian father, a pillar of strength, is consumed by terror as he delves into the chilling mystery. A horrifying truth looms just out of reach. For how can one explain the presence of a phantom companion that defies the laws of existence? In this bone-chilling saga, the boundaries between the living and the supernatural collide, leaving the owner stranded in the clutches of the phantom companion. Ghost path. From upstairs, a scary recording shows a spooky presence. A mysterious person, like a harmless child, moves quickly between rooms, without any logical reason. In a place where nothingness should be, there is a ghostly presence that remains, showing mysterious things happening. Strange guests from beyond. A scary video appeared that left a lasting impression on everyone who saw it. The camera saw strange things, creatures walking mysteriously, like they were from another world. The video was strange and scary, unlike anything we know. It's scary to think that our world might not be the only one out there. Get ready for the scary truth about otherworldly visitors. Spirit slaps. A strange security camera video shows a boy who tends to go up the stairs when he notices a shadowy figure on the stairs. He stops there and looks at it in horror. He then turns on the light, and the figure vanishes. But when he turns the light back off, the figure jumps on the little boy, knocking him down the stairs. The spirit is somewhat an airy figure that is black in color. The spirit or paranormal being can be clearly seen in this footage. Midnight screams. This footage was recorded by a group of friends who went to travel when they heard some abnormal and horrifying screams of a woman that seemed to be coming from the woods. They go to investigate and cautiously go deeper into the forest, where they see strange objects hanging from trees. The objects seem to be some small figurines that are hanging from the trees. The screams also don't stop, and as they get louder, the group runs back out of the forest. Later investigations of the clip also reveal a strange face peering from behind the trees. Dolls and doors. A family in Canada has claimed to have witnessed paranormal activities in their home many times. They say that they have a strong connection with the paranormal, as they are collectors of rare antique pieces and artifacts. They have displayed their collections in their house. One of the creepiest videos captured by their home's security system shows some paranormal activities happening. A man is sitting playing some video games, when suddenly the doll placed in the box across the room starts to move on its own. Then suddenly some doors opened and shut. The man looks around to investigate and stands there shocked. Another footage of the same house revealed some paranormal activities happening in the other rooms as well. Snooker player ghost. A very creepy footage shows some paranormal activities happening in a house. The footage was recorded by the security camera placed in the house. First, a small toy truck placed on the snooker table begins to move on its own. Then the stuffed toy bear placed on one corner moves, and suddenly someone picks it up and throws it at the camera, but the someone cannot be seen. Invisible Man. A creepy CCTV footage captured in Ukraine has emerged that shows a very unusual, somewhat invisible figure walking down a street. At first glance, one cannot say if it is something paranormal, as at first it just seems that a normal human is walking down a street. But if you look closely, the figure is very abnormal, as it seems to be a figure made of air. It's transparent and light, and after a few seconds it suddenly vanishes into nothing. Haunting shadows of the hollow. In the eerie footage, a tailless creature akin to a deer traverses the darkness, followed by a diminutive companion mirroring its form. Their gaunt frames stretch out, their elongated bodies revealing an unsettling sight. No ears adorn their elongated necks, while their slow, deliberate steps exude an air of otherworldly presence. The grotesque juxtaposition of their thin figures against a bulky abdomen leaves a chilling mark, a haunting image forever etched in the annals of the hollow's haunting shadows. Predatory whisperers of the night. Within the shadows, the trail camera captures a sinister duo lurking amidst the undergrowth, an unholy fusion of feline grace and lupine ferocity. Their low-slung bodies navigate stealthily, their thick tails a stark contrast to their compact frames. With small faces and hulking physiques, they embody an unsettling blend of predator and prey. As they prowl through the darkness, driven by a mysterious purpose, their presence in the realm of the unknown leaves an indelible mark, forever immortalized in the night's predatory whisperers. Dark horror. A very creepy footage has emerged. A mother seems to peacefully record her kids peacefully when strange activities start to happen. First, a dark black figure can be seen peeking from behind the door. The figure appears and hides several times. After this, the doll placed on the table near the bed starts to bang its hand on the table. The child on the bed starts screaming in horror and throws things at the doll, but the banging won't stop. In the scary woods, a naked person crouches down, troubled by a mysterious mission. Bare branches reach out like bony fingers in the empty sky. The grass talks quietly, hiding secrets, as a scared animal looks for safety close by. In a dark and dull scene, a bright red spot catches the eye, reminding us of hidden horrors. Tranquility's appearance hides a hidden evil, luring unsuspecting people to a place where nature's beauty turns into a never-ending bad dream. Ghost figure. A creepy security camera footage has revealed a very strange ghost figure that can be seen in the reflection of the glass door of a small apartment. The video begins when a phone starts ringing and a woman enters the room, picking the phone up, when suddenly a dark figure emerges in the reflection. The figure is invisible but can be seen in the reflection. Suddenly, the figure pushes the woman, and she falls on the nearby couch. The woman is on the call with her mother, and she tells her that something pushed her.
Someone just pushed me! Wait a minute.
Then she grabs a cushion and throws it in the direction of the invisible being, and the cushion is slammed back on the couch. The woman gets terrified and leaves the room screaming. Nocturnal prowler, skunk's curse. Amidst the midnight realm, the trail camera unveils a small skunk caught within its clutches. This diminutive creature, a hybrid of squirrel-like tail and cat-like form, roams with a malevolent grace. Its erect, thick tail, adorned with a profusion of hair, exudes an air of dark intrigue. As it ventures through the underbrush, a lingering stench follows in its wake. In the depths of the night, the skunk's enigmatic presence haunts the senses, forever entwined in the curse of the nocturnal prowler. Strange apartment. Another footage of the same apartment reveals some paranormal activities. The mother and her two children are sitting on the bed peacefully, when suddenly the feeder placed on the nearby baby seat falls to the ground on its own. The mother, confused, gets up to pick it back up when she suddenly looks up and notices a dark figure peering from the stairs. She is horrified and picks her baby up. She takes her phone and starts to record, leaving the room, when suddenly the bedroom door slams shut and her other child runs towards and tries to get out. A ball also starts to bounce on the floor while the kid screams for help. The mother is then able to open the door from the outside and enter the room. Haunted building. This video taken from Reddit reveals evidence of strange activities happening when a person goes to explore an abandoned building. He first hears a very terrifying noise that makes him follow it to the source. The screams get louder and louder. They seem like someone calling out for help. The person walks to the upper floor and enters the room from where the screams seem to be coming. He then enters another small compartment inside the room and gets terrified when he sees a dark figure sitting in the room. He sprints back and leaves the building. The figure is dark like a shadow, and the person is horrified. Possessed child. This terrifying video reveals one of the most creepy paranormal events ever happened. The video was filmed on a phone when the person enters a room at around 3 a.m. and sees a girl sitting cross-legged on the floor with her eyes wide open. There is a cabinet behind the girl that has its doors wide open, and two hands are coming out of the cabinet, touching the girl's hair. The hands seem to belong to a small child. The person walks up to the cabinet and the hands disappear. There is a creepy little doll in the cabinet. The person tries to wake the little girl up by grabbing her by her shoulder and shoving her, but she doesn't move and seems to be under a spell. Equine enigma in the woods. Under the watchful gaze of the daylight, the camera reveals an enigmatic pair making their way through the forest's embrace. One akin to an elder, the other perhaps a fragile offspring. They defy categorization. Tails absent, they exhibit the majestic stature of horses, yet their faces mirror the features of donkeys. With large ears and thick, short necks, their presence evokes an uncanny blend of power and vulnerability. In this mysterious encounter, the boundary between the known and the uncharted blurs, forever etching the wood's equine enigma. Obsessed antlers unleashed. As the trail camera seeks answers within the enigma, an animal emerges, driven by a relentless curiosity. A stag, its powerful antlers casting a haunting silhouette against the backdrop, relentlessly attempts to manipulate the camera. Each futile effort speaks of a primal desire to understand this alien presence. With determined strikes, it yearns to unlock the secrets it holds. In this futile dance of obsession and frustration, the stag's relentless pursuit lingers, capturing a moment of unsettling exploration in the unleashed obsession. Pair of legs. A very strange footage shows a white dog outside at night when it is suddenly startled and spooked by something. In the footage, a pair of legs in white pants can be seen running down the street. But where is the rest of the body? The dog is terrified by the unusual happening. A boy enters the frame after he notices the dog getting uncomfortable, but he doesn't seem to be able to see the pair of legs running down the street. The half-body runs down the street and disappears into the darkness. This is one of the most unusual paranormal activities ever witnessed and caught on camera. Any person who sees such a thing would be terrified. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. Do like and share with your friends, also hit the subscribe button. Thank you once again.